My first shoot that I did here in Egypt, and I'm not just saying that because I'm in Egypt right now. Back in 2015, when I first came to Egypt, that had to be my first because it was a dream to come here. And not only to just come here, but to actually do what I love to do and to be able to showcase how beautiful and remarkable the culture of Egypt is, especially to... Yes, especially to American people, for them to see Egypt the way that I see Egypt, because in our media, many times we have a one-dimensional perspective of the Middle East and North Africa. So to be able to show another side to it, a beautiful side to it that I see, was a privilege for me. Honestly, there's two things when it comes to aspiring creatives or photographers. One is learn the business side of the creative arts so that you will not be a starving artist, and that you'll be able to manage and control your business and your money. And the second would be to travel as much as possible, to meet as many networks as you can, to see how professionals do things in different regions and in different markets of the world, and incorporate them into yourself so that you can also learn from those experiences from other creators in different regions.
Like he said, I think a lot of photographers, you can be the best photographer in the world, but you have to be on your business game. And I think it's just a very classic, learning about how to manage your money, like he said, learning, getting your contacts, your network. Those are so much more important than the work. Because if you carry on and you don't give up, and you have something, a voice, if you're good at business as well and you bring those two things together, you'll probably do okay. Absolutely unbelievable. And photography has this power to show people something outside of themselves, something that they have not experienced before. And that is completely the experience walking around the exhibitions. You learn so much just about another culture, and that's the power of photography.
I'm not interested in photographing that at all. That's more so to me event photography. I'm much more interested in telling a narrative or a story through a series of images that complement the actual brand of the client that I'm working for or the magazine that I'm shooting for.
Is there a photo I can't forget? Yes. We were in the wadis between the Nile and the Red Sea, and we were doing some looking at rocks and the archaeological stuff. And then I thought we were just in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And this guy turns up on a motorbike with some tea. And we're like, okay. So we all sit down and we have a break, and I took a picture of him, and he had the local dress, and he was just this really wonderful example of kind of the local people, and I photographed him just in the wadi with the beautiful rocks, and just something about that was so true and honest and not, I think you feel the same. We're always setting up scenarios and situations, and then something real happens, and that's magic.
There are so many vast levels of inspiration. Every turn, every corner could be a totally different project. I can stand on this corner right here, turn left and have one concept, turn right, have a completely different concept, and then there's going to be some kid on a motorcycle who's going to ride by and it's going to create something totally different. Every angle that the sun is creates a different narrative in Egypt that I cannot find anywhere else in the world, and I've been a lot of places. And there's so many layers of cultures that can influence you, from the food to the dress, from the women to the men to the children. Everybody just seems like they have a unique story here, and I find that so fascinating. And even when I go home at night, I'm going through my phone, seeing just little snapshots that I took from the street that are inspiring me to pick up my professional camera and go out in tomorrow and just create, because the stories are so vast and rich.